Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new around here, welcome. My name is Jenny and this is our Houston Smith home. Back today with another video, getting everything ready for summer. We're working outside again today. If you caught some of my previous videos, we've been working on the front porch, we've been planting flowers, got the back deck coming up soon, but it's not going to be in today's video because they're putting up our new pool today. So we are getting a new above ground pool that's going up today. So hopefully next week's video we'll be working on the back patio area. But for today, we're working a little bit more here in the front yard. We're working on all the landscaping, trimming up all of the flower beds, getting all of that together. We're planting a few more flowers. I've got some new solar lights we're going to be putting out. I'm very excited to show you all of those. Big thank you to Linkind for sponsoring today's video. They sent me over some lights for us to try out. I already have some of the pathway lights up and they are so good, y'all. We just have lots of work to do and I'm going to take you along with me, maybe motivate you a little bit to get your yard summer ready as well. If that sounds good to you, keep watching and let's get to work. I'm going to start out planting a few more flowers. I have these two large planters over here in front of our detached garage. I've had these planters for years. I'm talking probably 15 years. I got them at Sam's Club. They're very heavy, sturdy, so good. You saw I had a little bit of creeping Jenny left in those that survived the winter. And then I'm going to add in a few more flowers I picked up at Lowe's. I'm not sure what those are called, but those taller white ones. I've got some lantanas I'm going to plant in here because these are just gorgeous. These colors just jumped out at me and I had to have them. And then I'm planting some of these little guys. I've never planted any of these flowers before this year. And so I'm excited to see how they work. I just got stuff that said full sun because there's not very much shade over here. So we're going to get these planted. I'm doing this little trick I shared in a previous video. I saw this over on Instagram. I think her name is Carmen Johnston. She shares all kinds of like gardening hacks and stuff like that. I started following her over there. And so you just put your whole little pot down in some water, let those roots soak up really good, and then you just plant it as usual. So that's what I did when I planted all of my flowers. I have a whole video of just planting some different planters and containers, and so I'll link that down below if you want to go check that out if you missed it. But we'll get these planted. I went ahead and just planted both of the planters the same flowers, and I just love the combination. I like the taller white ones in the back, and look at these lantanas, y'all. That color is just gorgeous, that bright pink and yellow, and then I mixed in the blue. Left some of the creeping Jenny, but I'm also dug a little bit of that up that I put in some different containers because it was so much of it. And then I just did the exact same thing over here on this side. So I'm just going to take a minute now to get some of these solar lights unboxed. We're going to go ahead and get them put out so they can be charging in the sunlight. This is a pack of the solar pathway lights. It comes in an 8-pack. It's just kind of the standard lights. They also come with the stakes, so you can just put those together. This is the solar spotlights. Now these come to where you can mount them like on a post or on the side of the house, or they also come with the stakes so you can put them down in the ground. These have a nice big solar panel, so I feel like they're going to work really well. But these are the ones I am most excited about. These are the Linkind Smart Solar Spotlight. So you can actually download an app on your phone and then you can control these lights with your phone. So it is so cool. All of the different options on these. They can be motion activated. You can sync them to music. So many different color options. They will come on at dusk and stay on till dawn. And you can just control all of that from your phone. So these look really similar to the other solar spotlights, but the other ones will not hook up to the app. So just keep that in mind. These also come with everything you need. They come with the stakes, or also they come with the hardware if you want to mount these. So I'm just going to go ahead and get them put together on the stakes, but here's where I was telling you if you want to mount them on the side of the house or a post or anything like that. But otherwise, super easy to put together. I'm just going to get them all put together and get them out in the sun to let them start charging. Now that we got that done, it is time to work in these flower beds. I call them flower beds. I guess you could say landscaping. These boxwoods need a really good trimming. We need to be weeding everything here in the front. And so that is what we are going to be working on this day. Also, if you caught my last video where we worked on the front porch, you know that I painted my shutters. This was the before they were in bad shape. And then you saw that we already got them hung up underneath the porch. So now it's time for us to be getting the rest of them hung up. I got the rest of them all painted. We went with tricorn black, Sherwin-Williams color. And so it turned out so good. They look so pretty now. We're just going to be using these fasteners. Pick these up at Lowe's. That's how they were hung previously. So we just picked up a new pack of those, and we're going to get all of these hung back up on the brick. Now, these are the ones I'm the most worried about because they are not covered. They were the most faded. They're just in the sun. So we're going to see how these hold up. If you remember in my previous video, Sherwin-Williams advised me not to paint these vinyl shutters any darker than they were originally. Now, they were a very dark color originally, so I'm not so worried about that. But when I started painting them, I noticed the paint can itself said that it's not recommended for vinyl. So I'm not really sure the outcome of this, but let me tell you, they look very good right now. So this is the color Tricorn Black by Sherwin-Williams. I went with a flat finish. That's just because I painted my front door in a flat finish, and this was just the same paint. So I don't know that I would have done a little bit more sheen out here. I don't know if that would add any protection or not, but I love the look of flat. I just don't really like a lot of shine, but I love how these look up against the brick and also up against the siding. And then I did go ahead and paint the ones that go on this detached garage as well. And then you can see those planters. That's the ones that I planted previously. I have been needing a new one of these gazing balls, y'all. I've been looking all over. Some of them are so crazy expensive, like $50, more even some of them. And I found this one at Ross for $16.99. So I had one here. It got blown off and busted in a storm. And so I still had the little stand sitting there, which the stand actually needs a little paint job. But this area, I just had some knockout roses planted. Some of them died. Some of them don't look great. Really, it's too small of a space here, I think, for them. But anyway, I'll throw a little spray paint on that stand on a different day. But for now, I'm just going to put this little gazing ball on here and see what we think. I love it. I love like the glass mosaic look. I liked the colors of it. They had another one that had like a lot of blues in it, but I just felt like the green and yellow just went well in this space. We honestly are going to need to kind of redo some of this landscaping. We had some stuff that died. We had some stuff we thought died, but ended up starting to come back from the ground. So it just looks really bare here. Give me any suggestions that you have down in the comments of anything you think would be good to plant here. It's just kind of a narrow space right in front of this window. So I like the look of this gazing ball under the window because I don't want anything to cover it up. Also, I have to brag on my hydrangeas. I think I showed y'all these in a previous video too. This was dug up and transplanted from my grandma's house a few years ago. It did not bloom at all last year, so I'm so excited this year to see some blooms on it. It is looking so pretty. Also, my daylilies are doing really well this year. Lots of blooms on it. But I wanted to show y'all, a lot of people commented on my front porch video asking me what I was going to plant in these two white planters here on the front porch steps. They actually have some caladium bulbs in them. They were from my grandma too. So these are very, very special to me, and they are just starting to peak up. And this was just a few days later, and you can see they're really starting to come up now. So they are the most beautiful color. I'm very excited about those. It's been a couple of days now, so I'm ready to start putting out these solar lights. So these are the pathway lights that I was showing you, and they do have a couple of different little extensions, so you can make them as tall or as short as you want them, and you can just put them right down in the ground. So I've been wanting some of these to put in my front area around my porch. So what I decided to do was I put 3 on the left side, I put 5 over here on the right side, just kind of lining the walkway, and I went all the way down to this little stone pathway that we have. So I may end up grabbing another set of these and just going on down the entire front walkway there. I think that would be pretty. But this is getting just a little bit dusk. These will come on their own, like when it starts getting about this dark at night, and then they'll go off in the mornings once the sun starts coming up. But look how pretty. I just think it has just the nicest soft glow. Now this is on the lower setting. It even has a higher setting if you want them a little bit brighter, but I just love the subtle glow of these, and we'll come back out here when it's actually dark too, and I'll show you how bright they are then. Here it is completely dark. They really light up nice. I love this. And this is again just on the lower setting, and you can put them on a brighter setting and also kind of almost like a flicker setting where they will kind of dim and brighten off and on. So there's a couple of different options there that you can do. And I'm going to go ahead and get the spotlight set up as well, and then I'll kind of show you all of it together. I decided I'm going to play around a little bit with the smart solar lights here in this area. This is just a little flower bed we have out by our driveway, and we also have our flagpole here. So I thought it'd be kind of neat to put some lights out here and just play around with that app and kind of see what we can do with it. Also think those will be really cool around back when we do get our pool set up. I may end up playing with them around in the back patio as well. But for now, we're just going to put them out here around the flagpole. I like these because you can just tilt them anyway, however you want them to shine. So we're going to kind of tilt them up a little bit so they'll shine on that flag. And we're just going to put them around kind of in a circle around the flag. And then we'll put one back a little bit towards the driveway too, so that you just kind of have light all throughout this whole flower bed. So I'm ready to get this app downloaded on my phone. It's really handy because they have the little QR code right here on the box. So easy, just scan that. Go ahead and download the app to your phone. Very easy instructions. You can just tap on through and it tells you exactly what you need to do to set everything up. So now it's nighttime. I've came outside. I'm going to get it set up. I'm making a group. I'm just naming it landscaping. And then I'm going to get all of these synced to the app, synced to my phone, and then we're just going to play around. There are so many options on here. You can dim these, brighten them. There's all kinds of like preset options that you can click on. You can sync this to music. So many different things that you can do. This is going to be so awesome during the holidays. I'm definitely going to have this out at Christmas time. What I settled on for now was just the white lights. You can make them cool or warm. I'm telling you, there are so many different options. I just love the way they shine on the flag. I just wanted to keep it plain and simple for now. And these are only at about 50% brightness. So that shows you how bright these lights are. And then I just wanted to pan over and kind of show you those pathway lights as well. I'm loving these. That's all I've got for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for working with me in the yard today, getting everything summer ready. Maybe it gave you a little bit of motivation or some ideas for your own home. Thanks again to Linkind for sponsoring today's video and sending over these awesome solar lights for us to try out. I will have all of these linked down in the description box if you are interested. Be sure to come back next week. Like I said, we're going to be getting started on the back patio. I'll see you then. Bye.